Every time the boy eats peaches, he scrapes the fuzz off and collects it in a pen cap. Then when the nanny isn't looking, he takes the prepared peach fuzz and secretly sprinkles it on the nanny. The allergic nanny soon starts coughing uncontrollably. When the nanny comes to the hospital for treatment, the boy's father seizes the opportunity to sneakily take a photo with his phone. Then he shows the photo to Ellie. He says he went to the hospital for a checkup today and accidentally learned that the nanny has tuberculosis, a contagious disease, and advises Ellie to be more careful. Seeing that Ellie doesn't quite believe him, the father sends a text to his daughter, who teaches painting before going home. The daughter secretly sprinkles the prepared peach fuzz on the nanny again when she isn't paying attention. The nanny remains unaware of the trap. When Ellie returns, she sees the terrifying scene. The nanny has started coughing furiously due to her allergy and throws the tissue into the trash can. The father quickly approaches the trash can first, takes out the prepared tomato juice, squeezes it onto the tissue, then picks it up and shows it to Ellie. At this point, Ellie completely believes him. For the sake of her son's health, Ellie makes up an excuse and fires the nanny. The boy goes through all this trouble to get rid of the nanny so he can introduce Ellie to his mother, who will replace the nanny's job. Thus, the whole family finds work in the rich family's house. They take advantage of the times when the rich family is away to treat the mansion as their own home. But not long ago, they were living in a basement as poor people. Not only was it dark and damp, but even the Wi-Fi could only be accessed by hiding in the bathroom. The only source of income for the family upstairs was folding pizza boxes for the pizza shop. One day, Jim's friend suddenly visits. He gives him a lucky stone and offers him a tutoring job. Hearing that the person is a rich girl, Jim instantly doesn't want to go, because he doesn't have a higher education and can't take the job. When his sister finds out, she uses photo editing skills to create a fake diploma for him. So Jim goes to the rich mansion with the fake diploma in hand. But Ellie thinks he looks too young and unreliable, so she decides to listen in from the side. Not long after, he grabs the girl's hand. He tells her not to worry. If you get nervous during a test, it'll completely mess you up. Unexpectedly, his rambling speech fascinates the girl, and Ellie sees him in a new light, thinking he has unique insights. Not only does she hire him on the spot, but also offers him double the pay. When Jim is about to leave, he overhears Ellie saying she's looking for an art teacher for her son. Jim instantly comes up with an idea. He lies and says he knows a top graduate who's returned from abroad and can completely take on the job. The next morning, he brings the person for an interview, and the person is none other than his sister Lisa. When they enter the room, the younger son is playfully lying on the floor, clearly spoiled by his mother. Ellie intended to listen in on the lesson, but Lisa coldly asks her to leave. Ellie has to wait anxiously outside, but not long after Lisa's class ends, the once playful boy is now very respectful to Lisa. Ellie is very pleased with this. Lisa claims to have studied psychology, and from the boy's artwork, she immediately realizes the boy must have experienced trauma as a child. Unexpectedly, Lisa's guess is so accurate, but Ellie could never imagine that all this information about her son was actually told to Jim by her daughter. Ellie immediately hires Lisa at a high salary. Just then, the rich man returns home. After hearing Ellie's introduction, he is very satisfied with Lisa. He immediately tells the driver to take her home. Seeing the young driver, Lisa thinks of a bold plan.